me how your blood supply. She said, let's hurry, baby, we can dance all night. But I must admit, my dress is on tight. Need to take it off. Is your place alright? If you got a car outside, you can have an awesome ride. Come on.
Hey, yes sir, and I'm back once again. It's the Uncle here to bring you another exclusive review this week. I mean, come on, y'all. I know I was waiting for it. I don't know about y'all. Maybe a lot of the young ladies was waiting for it. But my man BJ, the Chicago Kid, is back with In My Mind. I'm going to consider that in a little bit. And also the new album by Yo Gotti, The Art of Hustle. So you don't want to miss that. Of course, I got to tell y'all about what I was listening to this past week. Couple things I forgot. My pickup segment, here it is. I don't care who hates it. Maya. Listen. I love to look at Maya, so that was one of the main reasons I hit download on this one, and I'm sure a lot of the fellas out there can agree that she's very, very beautiful, and she is talented. But a new album is called Smooth Jones, and sometimes, you know, with our past albums, I had to kind of pick and choose what I wanted to listen to. I'm just starting to dig into this, and it actually started off kind of good. Then we get into the new Cash Money representative, which my man Birdman could definitely need somebody to get that thing back up and rolling. And I'm talking about Jaquise. And his album is called Mood. And the only thing I can say about this, he makes some good music. But Birdman, can you please stop yelling Rich Gang behind all of the freaking songs and let the young boy just do what he do and sing to the ladies? Please, that's all I'm asking, bro. I forgot to tell y'all about Stally Saving Yusef. Really, really dope. You definitely want to grab that. It's something that you want to have in your collection for the Stally fans. A song called Safe Storm is one that I really, really enjoy. Kevin Gates, of course, Isra. For all the Kevin Gates fans out there, he's traveling all over. You know, this album is actually pretty good once I really started to kind of dig in. And then another young guy, R&B / rapper guy, Sandman Esquire, making a little bit of noise with his new album called Love Potion No. 9. It's actually an EP for the ladies who want to enjoy some smooth R&B music. And my man out of Philadelphia, I must say this, my man Jay Weldon, he has a very positive single out called Phone Epidemic. You definitely want to look at this video. It's very positive. Talks a little bit about things that can happen when you're on your phone in the car. So it's something different for hip hop, I must say, and it's something that I thought needed to be talked about just because of the message that it brings across. And if you do not find this album, then your CD collection is just not up to par right now, okay? And I'm talking about Contraband 2 by my cousin, Fred the Godson. Yes, I said my cousin. I don't care what he thinks, but I've claimed him that, okay? This album is so dope. Features like, you know, Mano, Joel Ortiz. The production, his bars are always crazy, so you definitely want to grab that. And I'll be back to y'all after these messages.
The porn queen herself, Pinky. How did you get her on the hook? Tell me, how did that even happen, man?
All right, man. It's like this. You know, no funny.
Yes, sir. The Uncle. Okay. Special request. So I'm definitely going to give y'all this. I let a couple of days go past, but somebody, you know, they asked me, what's your thoughts on the new Yo Gotti album, The Art of Hustle? Okay, so here it is. Yo Gotti, of course, he's been around for years. I started listening to him in the late 90s, going into the 2000s. I like a lot of his songs from his Cocaine Music series. Concealed is another nice mixtape that I enjoy from Yo Gotti. You know, but his commercial success hasn't been you know, the best with his studio albums. So he's back with another studio album, The Art of Hustle. He begins this album with a track called My City, which features K. Michelle. And you know, her soulful voice, it gives you a little bit of pain. The production is just an acoustic guitar, basically, so you can listen to Yo Gotti talk about, you know, where he comes from, his plight, and how he got to where he was at today. You know, so nothing really banging as far as beat-wise going into to the album. And then we get into a track that features Lil Wayne called Bible. And when you see Wayne on the track, you say, listen, this song is going to be dope. But I could tell you that I was kind of disappointed, that auto-tune once again, which has Wayne's, his voice in auto-tune. And it's basically talking about praying to your gun, a metaphorical flip of it being the Bible. So not really strong, in my opinion, going into the album. And then, of course, we go into the talked about and, one of the dopest singles that this man has ever brought out, Down in the DM, okay? His biggest album to date, his biggest commercial success to date, and I can tell you, I really, really enjoy that song because it touches on, of course, what goes on today. Then we get into Law. One thing I could tell you, I hate songs with these repetitive choruses, but I do understand, the hood code. Don't do stuff that goes against the hood. Messing with your homies' girls, snitching, talking to the police, etc. The chorus was flat. Actually, in my opinion, I wish he would have just added some ad-libs and things of that nature. So no real playback value on that, in my opinion. Now, one of my favorite tracks, The Art of Hustle, the title track. This song is so dope, okay? His flow is dope on here. It's basically how I would want Yo Gotti to please rap more often. And it just shows what it takes to be successful in anything that you do, in any hustle that you do. And he knows rappers, who say that they are this and that, and they behind in car notes, mortgages, etc. So I really, really like that. Smile, produced by Timbaland. I don't care who produces your track. This song skips, okay? And then we get into Come Up, another Skippies. It has that future flow. I can't get into that. Everybody's copying that. Pay the Price. Probably my favorite song on the whole frickin' album. Produced by Bugsy Malone. This track is so dope. I'm telling you, it's the beat is banging. It's another successful hustler's story. Okay, you definitely don't want to miss out on that track. Mama, produced by Street Symphony. Homage to Your Mom. I love those kind of tracks. General featuring Future. It's listenable. I will say that, but more repetitiveness on the choruses. Imagine that, produced by Drummer Boy. This type of song has been done before. Imagine if we did this. Imagine if we had that. He talks a little bit about the awards raping us, and imagine if this person actually says Pimp C was like the announcer at the awards. If we would have got raped on the awards, if we get raped again on the awards, he gonna storm the stage like Kanye. So that song is actually okay. Bank Teller, not one of my favorites. 100 featuring Pusha T. I can tell you, I love that. It's braggadocio rap, but I don't care. I still love it. Down in the DM remix featuring Nicki Minaj. The one thing I say, I wish Nicki would have talked about what she sends in a DM instead of giving us some braggadocio rap. But, it just didn't fit the title of the song, her verse, in my opinion. So I'm going to rate this and I'm going to be out of here. This album, The Art of Hustle, actually gets my second cousin. I'll be back after these messages.
Well, my life is, I can't complain. I had a lot of ups and downs. Actually lost my mother. That was just the worst thing that I went through. My mom had it hard growing up. She had got raped young, and that led to depression for her. And she started using drugs. I done lived in shelters. My grandma got the biggest house on the block, so I've been in the biggest house on the block, and I've been in the shelter. I done been in crack houses. So I know all about struggling. I know about pain. Everything that was great to me, it got took away. So I felt like, it wasn't gonna happen. Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling, Joe. I appreciate the support you've been showing us.
Always, I like to stop. I have no problem with supporting. I love your music. like kids love your music.
Wow.
It's being positive that's gonna outdrown the noise that they making now with the this real crappy music they making. I'm supporting it 100%.
I'm honored that I'm an artist that you and your family decide to support. Y'all can support anybody in this industry, or the industry should be supporting y'all, in my opinion. But thank you for supporting Del P. Yes, sir. Let me tell you, I was very, very happy. I was very, very enthused when I see my man BJ, the Chicago Kid, is back, came back out with In My Mind. Now, this dude has been making some noise. I've been listening to him for quite some time now. Kendrick Lamar kind of put me on to him earlier on some Kendrick Lamar albums where he was featured on there. I downloaded his Pineapple Now Later's album. Dope. He was on Dr. Dre's album. He's been working with Anderson .Paak. He got a feature with Anderson .Paak on Anderson .Paak's Malibu album. So this ball is just doing some beautiful work. His song with Jill Scott, etc., etc. So if you think that you listening to some good soul music and you out there listening to the trash that they play on the radio, you're definitely going to miss out on this In My Mind. I'm hopping in, y'all. I'm hopping in. The first track, Man Down, okay? It's a great way to begin it. The begin an album. The beat is banging. It kind of has that Anderson .Paak feel with the flow and with the beat and with the melody. So a nice way to begin the album. And then we get into Church, okay, which is produced by Mike and Keys. It features Chance the Rapper. We all know what Chance does as far as the bars are concerned. And it's basically just a story of being out, you seeing something that you want, something that's kind of tempting you, but you got church in the morning and you're trying to behave. Then we get into the sensual Love Inside. Now, this is something that you throw on, fellas, with the ladies, okay? It's a love-making song, and it's basically about, wanting your lady to feel all the love that you have inside. So, appreciate what I'm trying to do for y'all, fellas, and play this while you with your ladies, okay? And then we get into The Resume, which features Big Crick, okay? Once again, Big Crick's bars speaks for himself, but this song has a nice concept. It's basically laying out your resume to a lady, showing her, what you could do and what your skills are, and your qualifications for the position that you want to get with her. Dope, BJ, okay? Then we get into Shine, a great relationship song, about couples with ups and downs, and basically how love will make it work. So that's really relatable to a lot of people in relationships. Wait Till the Morning. I'm gonna tell you, this song is another different concept. I love it. He's talking to his girlfriend's friend, okay, about she knows something about him, maybe seen him doing something, and can you chill before you tell my girl and let me, I'm going to tell her in the morning, wait till the morning and let me holler at her and tell her about it. So I thought that was really, really dope. And my favorite song on this whole album, I don't care, and it's because it's so relatable to the uncle, and I'm talking about Heart Crush. Okay, this freaking song right here, it just talks to a relationship that you've given so much to, even through the tough times. When you should have left, you stayed, and how things just got worse when you stayed, and in staying, your heart just keeps getting crushed, and you might have stayed too long. So I'm gonna tell you, if you don't just listen to that song, you missing out on one of the best songs this year so far as R&B goes. Jeremiah, The World Needs More Love, another dope concept of love that hurts because the one that you want to be with is with someone else. So you definitely don't want to miss out on that. And of course, The New Cupid featuring Kendrick Lamar. This song is so needed for R&B. It just it begins with a story of lost love because Cupid, the angel of love, is gone. Gone in music, gone in the relationships. He says, like, Cupid is in the club, he's partying, he's out drinking. And if you listen real closely, you can hear Cupid talking in the background. It has a sample from Raphael Sadiq's Old Girl. It gives this song like a nice, smooth sound. Isaac Hayes, you hear samples of too. So that's a really, really dope track. And of course, Kendrick Lamar. Then we get into Woman's World. The ladies will definitely appreciate that. Crazy, basically is talking about being crazy for what you believe in, and how he doesn't respect people who aren't crazy about something. So I really, really thought that was a nice flip on being crazy. Being as though we're all crazy. Then we get into Home, another track that I enjoy, a true to heart track. About going back home after moving away and how you feel more secure just being home. Falling on My Face is another good track, and he ends the album very beautifully with a track called Turning Me Up. Nice, jazzy, smooth R&B track. Just talking to a woman about, what she does to keep his interest peaked. So I really, really thought that was dope. I'm going to rate this. Great album, y'all. Please add it to your collection. This album gets a first cousin by the Uncle, which is a 3.5. And I'm gone. Peace. Stay tuned for more dope reviews. Subscribe, like my channel. I'm out.